Hi, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to EVG Venture, the channel in which I share my business tips based on what's been working for me and how I think it will inspire you. And today I want to tell you something that I was going to say talk to, and then it turned into tell you. I want to talk to you about something that's really worked well for me. And that is studying people that I admire. I felt really affirmed about this tactic for business when I read a quote from Tony Robbins that says, "The best way to change your life is to find people who've already achieved what you want and then model their behavior." It's so true. It works really well. And of course, there's a very fine line between copying somebody, doing exactly what they're doing, and modeling it. That's why that word model is so key. And also just finding inspiration from people is so helpful. I think a lot of times we feel intimidated by somebody, or we think, well, they're already doing it, so I can't do it. Or I don't have those skills. I won't be able to achieve that. So we feel overwhelmed. I feel this from time to time. When I see somebody who's doing something really well, my initial reaction thus far is to feel really intimidated and overwhelmed. And that stops me in my track. A lot of times that brings like this burst of low, kind of depressing energy. And I'm working really hard to get over that. And little by little, it's changing, it's shifting in me. So instead of focusing on that, I try to look at it and say, wow, this is amazing. What could be my own version of this? How could I do something similar? What have they done to make this happen? That is the key right there. Is what are they doing? How is this working? And there's so many different strategies that I implement. So for example, if I see a website that I'm really impressed by, I immediately look at it and start to evaluate it. So one thing I'll do is I'll look at the colors and the fonts that they're using. I'll look at the placement of things on there. I'll look at how they're saying things. What are the words that they're using? The copy, as they call it. Sometimes I'll look at the HTML code, or I'll go into different websites that'll show me how they built it, because I'm curious about, are they using a certain theme for it? Are they using a certain program, a web developer? What's going on behind the scenes to make this possible? I learned so much from that. That's my inner nerd coming out there. So I really encourage you to look at the same thing. And this can apply to whatever you're aiming for. So if it's a blog, or if it's a YouTube channel or an Instagram account, whatever it may be, study those people, find those people, and really pay attention to what they're doing. And you will learn so much. Take notes too. Don't just stand back and look at it, because a lot of times you'll see so much. I find that when I take notes and get really specific about the details about what's working and why for them, then I can start to implement it as a plan. And that's the next step here, is to build your own strategy based on that. You might want to find just one person, or maybe multiple people, find what they have in common, take all those notes, and then see what steps you can take to get yourself to the same or a similar position, right? I really want to emphasize it's not about copying them or being exactly like them, right? Because that won't make you unique. You really want to find a way to be your own person, to bring your own talents. Because if you're exactly like them, they might just pick that person. They don't want the exact same thing. They don't want a duplicate there. People really want to see unique things, but they like similar things. So the idea would be that if they see that person that you admire, then maybe they come to you after, or maybe they find you first and then go to that person, right? There's room for both of you here. It's not a competition. When you start to make it a competition, when you try to copy someone, there's a lot of negative energy there, and it never works for anybody's advantage. So make it your own, and that's where that strategy comes in. I found this worked for me so many times, and I think it's really going to work well for you too. So I'd love you to leave me a comment down below. Tell me, have you ever implemented this, and how has it worked for you? How has it shifted? And if not, tell me who you admire. And then do a little bit of stream of consciousness in the comments below. It'll really help you out, I promise. Start writing, why do you admire them, and what do you admire about them? And how do you think you can start to build a strategy to turn some of the things that they're working on, that are working really well, into what you're doing? I come up with a plan. You can share that with me. You can write that down yourself. Just solidify that in a comment. And I love reading about it because you inspire me too. You give me so many ideas. Let's both continue giving each other's ideas. That's really how this is going to work well. If you want to learn more, if you enjoy what you learned today and on this channel, I want to remind you that I do these sessions right now called Pick My Brain. They've been going so well. I started them in December 2014 and had such a phenomenal response with some really amazing people who are thriving now. And I'm building this Pick My Brain theory, not theory, but what's the word I want to use for it? It's so new that it's really evolving into a lot of things. That's really what I'm getting at here. So things are shifting. If you want to get in on the current pricing model, do it now. I don't know how long it'll last. I know that there's so much value, and I started off at a low price to offer it to people who want to get in now as it's evolving and kind of those early adopters there. So the sooner you sign up for it, the better if you're looking for a lower price. But I promise the value is just going to go up and up and up. So check it out. The link is right down below, ecovegangal.com/pickmybrain. So where you can find more information. I would love to have you there. And I will continue offering free videos on this YouTube channel. If you found this video inspiring and educating, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe so you'll be the first to know when I have more content like this. And check out the website. Find me on social media. I'm under the handle EcoVeganGal everywhere. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat now. Wherever you'd like to hang out, wherever you feel inspired, I'll be there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.